This is a HeadGum podcast.
Oh, yeah. Welcome to A Funny Feeling Podcast. I'm Betsy Sidaro.
And I'm Marcy Jarrow. This is a podcast where comedians tell us their paranormal experiences, and we listen to yours as well.
Oh, yeah. And if you have one of these paranormal experiences that you want to share with us, please email it to us at funnyfeelingpod@gmail.com.
Now get cozy.
And prepare yourself to be scared silly.
This is a Funny Feeling Podcast. Betsy.
Marcy.
How are you doing?
Oh, my goodness. Pretty good. How you doing?
Man, just living large.
Oh, yeah.
I think I was telling you that I watched the funniest Bigfoot show, and you started watching it too.
Oh, right.
It is
we
like
haven't talked about that in person.
Was
yet.
it Bigfoot Alaskan Murder or Alaskan Bigfoot Murder or
Alaskan Killer Bigfoot?
That's right.
I gotta say, I kind of fell off of it.
Me too.
But I did check out quite a few of the episodes because you were texting me. I was like, "This is too funny."
So it's on Discovery Plus, and I am not always interested in outside of ghosts. I sometimes don't have the biggest interest in like a Bigfoot or even UFO stuff. I'll dip in and out, but it just feels like there's so little proof or even like story sometimes.
Yes.
But for some reason I started watching this, and it is about a town that has been abandoned like 50 years ago.
Something like that, yeah.
In Alaska, because people were being murdered by what they thought was, how did they say the name?
It's like Nunuk or something. Which is kind of like the indigenous
the local
Bigfoot of that, where they're like, it's like Bigfoot, but also has supernatural powers.
I mean, that's what people think about a lot of Bigfoots.
I mean, I do, yeah, man.
But, and they left the town because people were showing up murdered, and then they're like, but now the town we settled in is getting a little cramped for space, so we got to go back there, and we're going to go see if we can make peace with the killer Bigfoot.
It feels really like a very long found footage movie.
Yes.
Like, it feels very, because like there are some really funny scares, quote unquote scares.
Yes.
Where it's like, it's just the producers making noise.
Or like that's in post, like you're like, that's not happening while you're there.
Exactly. Like, because there is also a soundtrack to it.
Yeah.
So they make you feel like it's building up to like, what was that? And it just feels very much like a 10 episode
also
long found footage.
I definitely watched at least half of it or more. And did I enjoy watching it? I couldn't tell you, but I kept watching it. However, anytime someone goes, what was that? It's never on camera. It's always done through ADR later. And it's always that one guy. It's always the one guy who's like, we need to get out of here.
That's what I have a hard time with just some of these documentaries where it is just like, you're filming so like you got nothing.
I mean, honestly, they could just intercut it with, they have these like partial interviews from local Alaskans.
I would like to hear those stories more.
Yeah, give us the fuller stories from these actual like Native Alaskans who had family living there or who lived there themselves at one point. Give me those stories.
Because those were really cool. Like, those were really interesting, where it was just like, oh yeah, I want to listen to that lady talk, not this bear hunter.
The bear hunter. Every time at the beginning they'd ask him, they're like, so do you believe in Bigfoot? And he just would kind of like not answer.
Yeah, you're just like, I don't know.
And anything they find, they will poke it with a stick. They poop with a stick for an extended shot.
Oh, a long time. They're like, I've never seen scat like this before. And it's like,
Stop poking it.
guys. Yes, you have.
We've all seen scat like that before. My scat's like that. Don't
My
act
scat
like
looks like that all the time.
all the time. Why are you being this way? Anyway, all to say,
It is fun though. Like I was enjoying myself. It's a really great thing to have on and like read your book
Play
or play Nintendo Switch.
yeah, just do a little other thing. Just do a little other thing. And what else did I watch? Was it
Which I watched too.
was
That documentary Scream, the original story or something.
Yeah, I'm gonna look at. I can find
Yeah,
it
look it
pretty fast. I think if my internet is working at all, and it is not. It is
Well, Scream, like the original story. Once again, Discovery
Scream.
Plus.
Scream, the true story.
The true story.
Here's the log line. Paranormal investigators seek out the spirit of the Gainesville Ripper, who was a murderer. So they go in.
Inspired the movie Scream.
Yeah, exactly. So it starts off like they give you a little backstory about the true crime aspect of it. And then they're like, let's go investigate places where bodies were found. And it is so over the top.
It is
But
bonkers.
it's done. The medium in it is a pretty good actor. If she's faking, she's a great actor.
Well, and real quick, going back to Alaska Killer Bigfoot, they're pretty good like they're acting so hard in that show.
One guy
reminds me of a found footage movie.
Yes.
Anyways, yes, this medium, she's having fun.
She's putting in the work, as they say.
Is putting in the work.
When they go to the former home of the killer, which is from my neck of the woods in Lafayette.
Right.
I'm not from Lafayette, but near abouts, hour away.
Yeah.
And you talk to the woman who currently lives in the home that used to be the home of the killer, and that is a very compelling element of
It's
to watch.
because the house is haunted. Like the woman has a bunch of stories of like being shoved and like plates and dishes flying off, and like her husband has stories. They have the same curtains in there from when Looney Tune piece of shit killer lived there.
Yeah. Anyway.
And like his dad was a piece of shit,
Yeah.
and his grandpa was a piece of shit, and so they're like, is this a family curse? Is there a demon? And so
No,
they're
it's like-
looking for the demon.
Also, it's like, no, when people are abused, they become abusers sometimes.
Yeah. Yeah, it's
That's my
it's wild,
paranormal
but,
investigation.
Watch it. Check it out if you're looking for something fun and
Because sometimes I just want to watch something stupid.
me too. You were texting me that night, and that night I was watching a movie called Shredder
Yes.
about a skier who is killing snowboarders, and it ruled.
I didn't know. I knew it was snowboarders being killed, but I didn't know that it was a skier, like a rival sport.
Oh yeah, because the snowboarders are too in your face and stuff.
Oh my god, I love it.
It's the best. It's the best.
All right, I'm going to jump in with an
yes.
email, and I'm just going to tell you up front, there is a video that will be a part of it. So if you guys want to go see the video, you need to head over to our Instagram, which is maybe Funny Feeling Pod. I don't know. It's either a Funny Feeling or Funny Feeling Pod. I will link it in the show notes. Calm down.
Yeah, it's in my profile
Somewhere. I'll link.
You'll find
it will be
You'll
linked
find
in the show notes. Don't worry. Okay. So the title of this says Hone Inspection, and I believe Hone Inspection to be a typo. But just in case, because I haven't read the email yet, I wanted to honor it.
Yes. I mean, maybe you have to inspect like your honing skills.
Yes, home inspection. Okay, hey guys, I sent you my first story yesterday, and then I go into work this morning, and a friend of mine who does home inspections grabs and goes. I like that. Grabs and goes. My friend who does home inspections. Grabs and goes. You like spooky stuff, right? Of course, I said yes and got super excited. This was his story. He was doing a home inspection with a realtor and some potential buyers when he heard them calling him from upstairs. He went down to see what was going on, and they told him the dresser drawer kept opening on its own.
What?
He had a tool used for finding electric currents in his hand, and he had a tool used for finding electric currents in his hand, and decided to wave it around the drawer. I have no idea why. I know, it's like an EMF reader, right?
Yeah, EMF, dude.
And a few minutes after they're standing there and the drawer opens on its own. I'll attach the video. This story may not be great for the podcast, but I thought you'd both enjoy it either way. Watch for orbs flying around too. Thanks for all you do, Nick. Okay.
Nick, it was great for the podcast.
I mean,
come on.
So I'm going to pull up I said, you guys can go on over to our Instagram and you can check it out. Betsy, I'm going to pull it up for us right now.
Yeah. Okay, waving a thingy. What? Because it is closed. Drawers are closed. Look for orbs.
I'm like scanning everything to see. I do see some like dust particle-y orbies, right?
Yeah.
Also, is that a crystal? Oh, lots of beeping.
That's a crystal.
That's a big crystal. And
there is stuff like flying around.
It is, yeah. But is this house incredibly dusty?
Maybe.
How long is this video? Okay.
We're getting close.
I just wanted to see if there's something gonna pop out and scare us.
If there is, what?
Okay. And it's just consistent beeping.
And that was opened slow. It wasn't sometimes where it's like, oh, this is just somehow there's a weird pull.
Oh, I love it. Right when it starts opening, it goes, oh, God.
Whoa.
And the guy says, that is weird. Yeah.
It is because, sometimes doors like there's a weird pull or what, like however they're like, this was a slow,
and it's a drawer
on purpose open of a drawer,
and it's not even like something where someone could be behind it. Like we see it's like up against the wall,
right? And the other drawers were not moving
unless you think there's a rat in there just pushing it out.
Ew.
Like doing leg presses.
Just like with great timing. A little rat working out with great timing.
Just the best timing.
Wow.
That's
spooky.
Pretty good. That was a pretty good one, right?
That was very good. That should be on Paranormal Caught on Camera.
Oh, yes. Paranormal.
Send it in.
I love how everyone in the video is like, that's weird.
I wonder if somebody in the video was buying that house, I'd be like, I better not.
Well, maybe it's just the dresser.
I know, but still. What would you do? Would you and they were like, hey, the dresser's leaving, but the dresser's not staying. But you're buying this house. Like, all your money's going into this house. And look at that weird thing that's happening.
Okay. So all my money is going into the house. So that means I can't just move, right?
Right. Like, it will be like you are there for a while.
I gotta say maybe. Yeah. I mean, if I love everything else about the house.
Okay. Yeah, let's say there's a cool backyard, patio.
Okay.
a sunken living room.
Sunken living room. Wow.
You know?
Okay.
Yeah, I want one of those.
Like a 70s style sitting pit.
A sitting pit, dude. Yeah, let's say there's a sitting pit.
They got great, amazing steam showers and
Oh, yeah.
I don't know. If I like the house, I'm not going to let a drawer open and go stop me, I think.
Okay, but what if they start opening up all your drawers, hiding your nasty things?
Yeah, I mean, that's something to consider. That is. But, here's what I would do. I feel like we know enough people who are like maybe psychic-ish, adjacent, or mediums that I would just be like, hey, if I give you a couple $100, you come do an inspection for me, just like I would do any other home inspection.
Oh, yeah.
And then if they're like, nah, dude, this is going to murder you.
Right.
I feel like I would still buy. So you would not.
I don't know. I would have a hard time. I think it would be in the back of my head constantly. Like, but what was that drawer doing, man?
But what was that drawer doing?
What was that drawer doing? But maybe not. Maybe once I'm sitting in my sitting pit,
you're like,
I won't give a shit.
Don't give a shit in that pit. Take a sit. Take a sit.
Take a sit in the pit and don't give a shit.
Yeah. I mean, what would be the thing you want most in a home? A sitting pit, it sounds like.
I mean, sitting pit's pretty rad. A fun backyard. I think a fun backyard would be huge.
Like it's got a rock wall and a skate park.
Yeah, it's pretty much a carnival cruise, but in my backyard, please.
Oh yeah, you want to surf? There's a surfing pool.
Fun surf thing. There's a buffet. There's a 24-hour buffet.
Yeah. You're gonna love it.
It's good. What about you? What's your number one? Like, what would be a big part?
I really care about bathrooms.
That's good.
Like it's got to be a bathroom that I really like, and I would like a big bathtub. Would be awesome.
Yeah. Okay.
That's
laundry. I would need a nice laundry area.
Yeah.
I like doing laundry.
You like doing laundry?
I really do. There's something about it that is just so calming and satisfying.
Do you like folding?
I don't mind it. I actually don't mind it. I think like it is weird. Like when I'm feeling anxious and kind of just have extra energy, it feels good to do some laundry.
Okay. I don't mind doing it. It's the putting it away.
Oh, yeah. Don't get me wrong. There have been some days where it's like, uh-oh, there is a huge pile of clean clothes on my bed for the last week. But
I invested money into getting a lot of baskets.
Smart.
And let me tell you, it's really paid off for months and months and months now.
Smart.
Like the clothes in the basket are a whole different season.
Yeah.
Well, I think that was very convincing video.
Yeah, man.
I forgot. I did just ask permission to post it, so hopefully we're allowed.
Hopefully, or else, oh man, you're all gonna be like, "What are you talking about? We need to see it."
I don't understand why you give us this kind of bullshit, then don't even let us see it. All right.
Okay. Here we go. Are you ready?
Yes.
Scott's Lake Strangeness, Weird Lights, and the Red Man. Uh-oh. Weird Lights and the Red Man. Hey, Betsy and Marcy. I just recently started listening to your podcast, but I have to say that I'm a huge fan.
Thank you.
I heard that you accept listener stories, so I thought you might want to hear about the cabin that I grew up visiting during my summers. And, the strangeness that surrounds the lake that it sits next to. Yes. Okay. Are you ready?
Yes.
And thank you for listening. We appreciate it.
Yeah.
Scott's Lake is a tiny man-made lake located in upstate New York. A bit off the beaten path, it's lined with about a dozen spread-out homes on one side of the lake, which are occupied by a mix of Long Island summer vacationers and people who live there year-round. A harsh lifestyle given the shitty winters and isolation. Yeah, man. My family owned a cabin on the lake for about 15 years, and we spent every summer during that time making week or weekend trips to relax and unplug. That's so
That
nice.
sounds really cool.
That sounds so nice.
Yeah.
Wow. Aside from the nature and quiet, I loved the creepy vibe the lake gave off. A spooky fog rolled in almost every night with a star-filled sky above that. Was always perfect for campfires and ghost stories. In addition to the spooky ambiance, my family would hear stories about the lake and the area that would add to the weird vibe. We'd hear tales about the somewhat small lake being absurdly deep, with 5-foot-long northern pike and snapping turtles swimming in the depths, and a giant tree growing up from the bottom. That always unsettled me for some reason. Yeah,
Is it
so spooky.
Is it like a was it filled in? I mean, they said man-made.
It is man-made, so it must have been just like, hey, here's forest. Let's dig a hole and leave a tree or something.
Yeah.
It had a marshy area where no cabins could be built that we called the boat graveyard because the shallow waters contained the skeletons of very old rowboats fused to the bottom with mud.
Weird.
Ew. On that side of the lake, there was a large swath of land owned by a farmer who no one in the area had ever met that was hilly and lined with trees. What? On occasion, we would see giant bonfires there from our cabin across the lake, where we could slightly make out people gathered around them, sometimes moving in a sort of dance, or more like stumbling drunk around his ship. Regardless, the lake never ceased to surprise me in things occasionally being just a little off. For my favorite example for this offness is the night sky above the lake. There was never a dull night looking at the stars when we were up at the cabin. From shooting stars to strange military planes flying uncomfortably low, there was always action. You could bet that at least one point in the night, you would see lights that move in a way you just couldn't quite explain.
Ooh.
Weird.
Cool.
One of the last nights I was at the cabin before my parents sold it, I stayed the weekend there, just me and my dad. Looking for some father-son time, we sat outside next to a fire, drinking beer and reminiscing. Mid-talking, both of us went silent at the same time because our attention was drawn across the lake to the hilly tree line where a bright light was moving slowly in a downward motion. Probably a plane. No, a helicopter, I guess, said my dad. I disagreed. You could hear no sound, a difficult task, how dead quiet the lake was, and the light was incredibly bright. We both stared watching this light descending slowly for about 30 seconds. Before my dad or I could throw out another explanation, the light stopped in the middle of the sky. We both looked at each other and nervously laughed at the absurdity of this light that just fucking stopped and floated in the sky above the lake. As we continued to stare, the light began descending again, and then, like controlled by a light switch, just went out. It was just one in a long list of strange occurrences in the night sky that I could remember. The last story I'll leave you with drifts into the paranormal and is the silliest yet most unsettling tale I have from the lake. One summer, when several of my aunts and uncles were up at the cabin, we all took to the fire pit near the shore early to start a fire. As the night came on and we went around trading stories, catching up, and making s'mores, we noticed other cabins along our side of the lake that seemed to be doing the same. From our perspective, you could see bonfires to the left and right of us dotting the shore, and then one smack dab in the darkness directly across the lake. Ooh! Staring out into the darkness of the lake, a quick movement caught my eye. It lasted a fraction of a second, but I was able to very distinctly recognize that running at an ungodly speed over the water were a disembodied pair of bright red legs.
What? Oh my God. Wait, Betsy.
What?
You were just asking me about those pants things, the Sacramento night
aliens
crawlers
or whatever.
Sacramento
Yes.
night crawlers. You just asked me about that a couple days ago. You texted me.
I did. I was thinking about how weird and creepy those were.
Okay, disembodied pants. I'm sorry.
Disembodied pair of legs.
Sorry.
So no pants.
Just legs?
Just legs.
Naked?
Bright red legs.
Naked legs?
Yeah. Naked legs running. Bright red legs. We don't know. Maybe bright red pant leg. I don't know. In the moment, I dismissed it, chalking it up to me maybe staring at the fire too long or blinking quickly as another fire on the lake caught my glance. That is, until my aunt asked the group of us seconds later, "Did anyone see something on the lake just now?" Feeling my heart jump into my throat, I replied, "I did, but what did you see?" Her response, "Red legs." Anyway, hope any of this is interesting. Big fan of you both, especially Betsy. What's up, Mrs. Potts? Oh, that's a little comedy bang bang. Keep it spooky, Pat. Whoa.
Why red legs? Why?
Red legs. Get out of here. That is so creepy.
So
Just little legs running across.
red legs?
Ugh.
I don't understand. Why is that? Well, okay. So that's a man-made lake. Maybe it was a town at some point, and so those legs got a sunburn. I don't know.
I don't know either. Where I grew up, there's a big lake called Lake Dillon, and it was man-made. And the old town of Dillon is underneath the lake. Like there are buildings and stuff.
I find that to be spooky.
So spooky.
Also, where do they get the water for that lake? They just all turn their faucets on. All the buildings turn their faucets.
A bunch of hoses, just fill it up. I don't know how that works. I have no idea. What the something's up with that lake.
I think it's very weird to just change the geography of the area too. Like,
yeah,
it's creepy
because it is like, what did they uncover?
Yeah,
something
or disturb something.
Ooh.
And what about the light just kind of hovering over? Here's the dang thing about it now, though, is drones kind of disrupt all like possibilities of like, you know, because drones can just fuck with. I mean, unless this was a long time ago, so maybe before drones.
Right.
Yeah, this was a long time ago. Yeah. Right. That's what it seems like.
Yeah, it feels like it. It's so wild. I don't know.
Yeah. I don't like.
There was the mention of like military.
Yeah. How many military bases are there in America? What are we doing?
I think they're everywhere.
It's just like it's like a bunch of guys getting paid to have contracts with other guys playing with new toys they're inventing.
Yeah, pretty much.
I have a friend who has been under like a defense contract building robots and stuff. So I just feel like it's just a guy who likes making robots, but like could very easily do any other silly thing. And
right, yeah.
Not that he's not a brilliant person, obviously very, very smart, but it's just like, are you guys just playing? I really feel like sometimes the military is just like playing with shit to be like, let's see if we can
playing with stuff.
And you're like, are we gonna? Will that help protect the country? Like, well, we don't know.
We don't know, but it's kind of fun, right?
Maybe.
Yeah. I mean,
too many military.
You gotta try stuff out.
You gotta just experiment. You and your bros.
Maybe military made funny red legs.
That's true.
You know, where they're like, let's just make some funny little red legs.
Well, yeah, they were gonna make a whole person, but they were like, well, before we go any further, let's just see if the bottom part works. Because I'm not billing the top.
Right.
I'm not billing the arms if the legs can't even work.
What if it's like Edward Scissorhands, where the inventor died halfway through and only made the legs, and then the legs got released into the world?
What was the... Spoil it for me. What was the old man trying to do with Edward?
Make a human?
Oh, he did. But why the scissor hands?
I think because he loved building machines, or like Rube Goldberg kind of machines.
Okay.
And at first, this is why. So at first, he had built a machine to make cookies.
This is wild. I don't remember this. I haven't seen it since I was a
cookies,
kid.
And chopping up the cookie dough was this very human-like machine, and it was scissors doing it. And so those look like hands. And then inventor's like, wait a second. I should take this and create a human.
Yeah.
And so he did, and he was gonna give Edward hands on his like birthday or so. I don't know when. But he had a heart attack with the hands in his hands, and Edward tried to grab him in the hands, but then cut through the hands because his hands are scissors.
His hands are scissors.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a weird plot. That's a weird plot.
As I was saying, I was like, wow, that is like...
He wanted to make cookies. So the Defense Department wanted to make some cookies.
We wanted an easy way to make cookies, okay?
Look, sometimes it's just as simple as you want some cookies and you don't have time to chop up the dough. Please.
Exactly. Come on.
Come on.
Come on.
All right. Shall I play
yes.
listener story?
Yes, please.
You got it, dude.
Hi, Marcy and Betsy. First of all, love the podcast. I love you guys. Favorite podcast of all time, pretty much. And shout out to Jessie for introducing me to your podcast, if she's listening. So my story is actually more of my friends' stories, but I kind of got included on it for one night. So my friends were living in an apartment where some weird stuff was happening. Their doors would slam shut and lock. Their stuff would go missing and turn up in really weird places, like I think the dryer for some reason, or like the freezer, or even the dishwasher. I think they found a phone in there one time. And their TV would turn on by itself and play videos related to something they had been talking about. So like it would open up the YouTube app through their Roku and start playing a video with like one of their names in it or something like that, if like that person walked in the room. So not fun. And yeah, so they were pretty freaked out about this. I think they even called the cops one night because it was like, is somebody breaking in? We don't know. Their furniture would get like rearranged when they'd leave and come back. So anyway, cops were pretty useless in that situation, didn't do anything except say like there's no signs of break-in, whatever. So they asked if I would come and just like be the skeptic there to kind of rule out. I don't know what they were hoping, because I was just a kid and they were just kids, so I guess we were all just in it together to see what would happen. But when I got over there, I sat my stuff down and was studying because I was in college, and my wallet disappeared. It had been sitting right by me, and then it was gone. I had left for like a second and come back, and it was no longer there. So that freaked me out. And then later, one of the friends there, so it was two friends, roommates, one of their doors slammed shut and locked itself, which was weird because they locked electronically, like with electronic digital keys. So very weird for it to slam shut and lock itself when there were no drafts or windows or other doors open or anything. And then I think about 2 hours later, it slowly opened. And she was like, cool, guess I'll go to bed now. That's how desensitized to this stuff was, because it'd been going on for quite a while by the time I got there. And then I was like, okay, I'm super freaked out, but I'll try to go to sleep. I think I slept like, I don't even know, half an hour or something like that. And then at 3 a.m, exactly 3 o'clock, because I remember looking at the digital alarm clock saying that it was 3 a.m., the TV turned on and started playing the song Come Out, Wherever You Are by Frank Sinatra. And if there is not a more fucked up song that could possibly be played to wake you up in the middle of the night, I don't know what it is. And then it later switched to Simon and Garfunkel's The Sound of Silence, which is equally creepy. Yeah, the furniture was all rearranged and this creepy music was playing. It was pretty pants-filling inducing. And to top it all off, the breaker had been switched off. And when we tried to go turn the breaker back on so that we could put some lights on, we turned around and the chandelier in the kitchen was swinging around just on its own. Nobody touched it. Nobody had been near it. And yeah, that was pretty crazy. I did find my wallet, though. It was on top of their kitchen cabinets. So that was fun. All right. Thanks for listening to my story. If it sounds familiar, it's because it has been shared on Radio Rental, but maybe I'm biased. I didn't love the way they edited it. No offense, guys. Love you too, but anyway, love to all podcasts. You guys get me through my days. All right, bye-bye.
Love to all podcasts. That's so nice.
In the middle of it, I asked you, Betsy, had we heard this before? And it's because I listened to Radio Rental.
I haven't heard that Radio Rental.
Yeah, because I remembered I was like, I don't know that Frank Sinatra song, and I heard the specific of it again. But that is truly like...
That is so scary.
That is really, if you put that in a movie, it would be the first like act of the movie, right?
Yes.
And hopefully there's no second part of second act. That's when it gets bad, guys. That's when it
gets very scary. That is so the come out wherever you are.
I don't like that.
Fuck it. That's awful. That is so awful.
I'm gonna be honest, I don't think that's good. I don't think it's
and
good.
The sounds of silence, like,
what
the fuck,
just
man?
Very, very scary.
What a wild night. What a wild night. Like, it feels like it was just like, whatever that energy was just kind of building up, and like, that night was just losing it.
Yeah. Oh man, that really scared. That seems really scary. And I was thinking about it, that like there are all these electrical components to it, and I believe that might be a little bit easier for ghosts to kind of manipulate.
Right.
Because how does it even work? Any of it?
I don't fucking know, man.
To quote my Insane Clown Posse, magnets, how do they work? Same thing.
It is wild to like slow down and think of stuff and be like, well, I don't know how any of that shit works.
Yeah, like how does the internet work?
I don't know. Why did we all decide we liked that thing?
The internet?
Yeah.
Because it brings us all the cool stuff.
Well, I mean, but how would we have known, you know?
Truly, how did anyone know that making a bunch of ones and zeros was going to do something?
It's so crazy to think about.
Nothing. We don't talk about magic that just exists. Like gravity is fucking nuts.
Yeah, science.
And the only way to explain away the magicalness of it is to just really lean into flat Earth. But then we don't need gravity. It's just I guess it is what it is. Where does the flat Earth sit? What does it sit upon? But yeah, the manipulation of all the electronics is really fucked up.
The breaker being like shut down. That's so weird.
It's anytime a breaker throws, I'm scared.
I am so scared.
Mostly of fires, but
fires.
if your breaker, like, if you ever like had something where your breaker, like, it's like, oh, every time I turn this thing on, the breaker like throws. It's because it's trying to prevent a fire from starting.
Oh dear God.
That's my PSA to everyone.
Oh dear God.
If it keeps throwing the breaker off, it's probably because it's overloading the circuit and could cause a fire.
Oh my God. Good to know.
Good to know.
I gotta go unplug some stuff. I'll be right back now.
What happened to me just the other day? I like plugged in a portable heater and it threw, and I was like,
Jess was like,
all right, not gonna put that heater on that outlet.
Yep. Whoa.
That's really scary, Laura. Also, thank you for...
So scary. The chandelier at the end, like,
Yeah, because you
fuck?
you could tell yourself, that's where I was going with how does electricity work? You could tell yourself that possibly, since it's all, Bluetooth, maybe someone has hacked this. Maybe someone has hacked our Wi-Fi and therefore they can control stuff. But with the chandelier and even the breaker, it's
and
just
the wallet.
Yeah,
like,
I mean, again, if that's what it is, scarier than any alternative.
Yeah, true. Yeah, if it's a human doing that shit to you, that is horrifying.
Oh boy,
whoa,
it's really kind of fucked up, guys.
That's very fucked up.
Also,
like, how wild to be like, this weird stuff is happening. Please come be with us so you witness it, and then a bunch of weird shit to happen.
Amazing. If I were like, Betsy, my house is going fucking nuts, will you come over to watch it?
I will.
You would.
Yeah,
I
will.
know you
I
would. You
I
would for sure.
I would for sure.
Absolutely.
I would. I
know
would
you
have to.
I know you would. I already know. Here's the thing about me and my friends. One of the big things you have to do is you have to be down with ghost hunting. That's one big thing.
It's a big thing. It's a big part of the friendship.
Honestly, I feel like some failed romantic relationships because I did not implement that rule.
I mean, you gotta know what you want. You gotta set your boundaries immediately.
Yes, you can't like compromise. Like, do you want to have children and do you want to ghost hunt? Those are big first date questions.
Those are the biggest ones.
Deal breakers.
Huge deal breakers. That's so funny.
Also, sincerest condolences to Payne Lindsay and Rainn Wilson over at Radio Rental. Yeah, burnt.
You got roasted.
Guess your breaker couldn't handle the current load. No, I really love Radio Rental.
That's great. I do too. It's a very fun show.
I'm very impressed when people actually do edit a podcast.
I'm blown away where I'm like, whoa, they added noise to it. They added sound effects. How do you do that? That's so much work.
There's a character that someone's playing, and
I mean, we should do one episode where we're doing Rainn Wilson, who's pretty much doing Anchorman
in a video store.
Yeah, just like, oh, hello, I'm sorry, I was just finishing eating all my clams.
It's also very Crypt Keeper. It's like Anchorman and Crypt Keeper had a baby.
Right,
a baby.
Right.
I already have real life Malachis. I don't even need a fake cat.
Right.
Malachi. Big fan.
You got 3 Malachis.
Throw many Malachis. That was a brain problem, guys. What I just did was a brain problem. Well, thank you.
Problem.
Okay, I'm going to read an email from a listener. And
Do it.
It's got such a great title. The title is The Honorable Fighter.
What?
It sounds like it's going to be like an old school black and white fight movie, right?
Yeah. What if it is just a really great script
Wait, I
for
misread
a
it.
movie?
It's the
Okay, so let me think what it is. You thought it was The Honorable Fighter,
I misread it.
and you misread it. What could it be? Let me see.
I'll just say I only a little bit misread it.
honorable, horrible, the horrible lighter.
Okay, no, okay. I only a little bit, and it doesn't change it that much. But
Okay.
the title is The Honorable Firefighter.
There we. Oh, okay. Not too.
Well, it's a different to have a hose and a boxing glove. Just a different method of.
Okay. Hey, what if? Okay. Well, what if we hear a script about? What if this is Backdraft 3? Because I think there's a second Backdraft
Oh, okay.
movie.
And there's just a lot of internal. It's a little
Fires.
magic Mike-ish in a way.
Yes. Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
That reminds me of another podcast, Firebug, that I listened to, that is about this arsonist, and it feels a little speed-ish. It's got like elements of like Firebug. I enjoyed it,
And it's like based on a true story.
it's based in Glendale. Yeah, on a true story with
I'm listening to that.
interesting. I liked it. Anyway, The Honorable Firefighter. Hello again, ladies. My name is Brandon. I sent my story I titled Insidious Sleep Paralysis a few months ago. I'm not sure if you have read it yet. If not, it's okay because I feel like I botched it. All well, LOL. We did read it. I don't know how long ago, but we definitely have read The Insidious Sleep Paralysis.
Yes.
I am currently in a house that is haunted. Currently, all caps. It is Thanksgiving weekend. By the way, it's Thanksgiving 2020, guys. Different time.
Yes. Okay.
It is Thanksgiving weekend, and we are spending time with my girlfriend's family and friends. I don't know if anyone else notices, but this place is definitely haunted. The first night here, I just knew something was odd or different here. I was laying down in the bedroom by myself when I swear I could hear breathing in my ear.
Ew.
And I heard a whistle twice, as if someone was trying to get my attention. I'm a big-time scaredy cat, so I just tried to force myself asleep.
Yeah.
What if you heard... Maybe it's just snoring, like a sleep.
A snore. I was like,
a sleeping bear.
just a whistle. Yeah. I don't know. That's a sleeping bear. Cute.
The next night, the owner of the house was telling me a story about her father, whom passed away at a young age a few years ago. He was a firefighter in Brooklyn. She spoke very highly of him and had some amazing stories. He is well known in the firefighter community up there. He would visit the firehouses often, even when he could no longer work. Anyway, she told me a story of his worst time on the job. He couldn't save a little boy. She has a picture of her dad coming out of a fire holding the little boy. She said a newspaper photographer just so happened to snap the picture as her father was walking out of the burning house. Well, in the room my girlfriend and I are in is where she has that picture. Every night here, I continue to be burning hot in my sleep, but the house is super cold. I also keep hearing the breathing, which I now realize sounds like a breathing respirator. I don't feel I am meant harm, but I still don't like being scared, LOL.
Right. And being so hot. I want to be hot when I go to bed. I want to get warm.
Yeah,
I want to get warm.
Get cuddly.
I want to get hot.
I want to get hot. Another tidbit to add. Apparently, this wonderful firefighter died during COVID and was not given the proper firefighter funeral. I was also told he had early dementia. This actually turned somewhat good depending on how you look at it. His story is of his worst day on the job turned into a good day on the job. Instead of him saying that little boy didn't make it, his story changed to a little girl being saved, and she is now grown up with a family. It's weird how some horrible things can bring good things. Thank you guys for the wonderful podcast.
Whoa.
I'm confused. That didn't confuse me. Did it confuse you?
Well, I think they're saying, like, because of the early onset dementia.
That he remembered it as
remembered
saving
it differently.
Oh, okay. Thank you for clarifying that.
Yeah.
Depending on how the story of his worst day on the job turned into a good day on the job. Instead of him saying that a little boy didn't make it, his story changed to a little girl being saved. Oh my God.
Yeah.
That story gave me chills anyway.
Right? Oh my goodness.
Wow.
Wow.
That the whistling and that really got
slowly
me.
all adds up and you're like, oh, okay.
Yeah.
I get this. Wow.
Also, the brain is fascinating.
Oh my God. It is. It's scary. It's scary and fascinating and sad and scary. And cool.
I don't think I have dementia, but I recently was like writing something that I thought was a true account of like a family story. And then when I was like asking my mom details, she was like, that didn't happen. And I was like, huh.
Shit, it was an episode of Full House. Oh, man.
I was like, where did I get all this from then? Huh?
Wow.
Interesting. I'm a liar.
And it didn't like remind her of a story, she knew.
Part of it was accurate, but I had made up a very specific detail that was a big part of the story in my mind. And she's like, that is not what happened there. And I was like, interesting.
Isn't that... There's a lot of that, of just like from growing up, I think, of just kind of embellish. It's a human thing to be like, well, I'm going to add a couple more nice specifics.
It could have been at any point in my childhood that I heard the story and someone maybe said something that confused me or my brain just filled something in.
Yep. It's so weird to think about all that stuff and like to slow down and even be like, well, 10 years ago, what happened, but what really happened?
Yeah.
You know, like it's wild.
Well, anyway, it just makes it easier to write since I'm making it up anyway.
You are creative, Marcy.
Hey, I just thought
Very
I had
creative.
I just thought my brain worked remotely at all, but it doesn't. I'm creative.
Yeah. Wow. I got one. You ready?
Yes.
Okay. This is called Ghost in My Room Confirmed 15 Years Later.
Oh.
Hell yeah, dude. Hell yeah. Hi, Betsy and Marcy. My name is Stephanie, and I'm 26 and from Ohio. I love you guys so much. I listen to your podcast at work, and it truly gets me through the day.
Oh, yay.
You guys are so funny, and I can't wait to keep hearing more stories.
Yay.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, so my story is kind of long. Sorry in advance, haha, but it's super crazy because...
It is legitimately long. I just looked at it, Betsy.
Oh, yeah.
You're going to be great, though.
Thank you. Diction is done with the tip of the tongue and the teeth of the lips. Okay. So sorry, story is kind of long, but it's super crazy because just last night there was an update that makes me feel like I'm not insane. Here we go. Okay, so it all started when I was 11 years old. My family moved from the suburbs to a more rural town about an hour away. I was an only child, and before I made friends in the area, I spent most of my time hanging out in my bedroom. A few days after we moved in, I was reading on my bed and I heard what sounded like a TV playing in the distance. I got up to see if my parents were watching TV, but as soon as I left the bedroom, the sound stopped, and I found my parents in the backyard unpacking boxes in the shed. I thought maybe I just heard them talking outside, but when I sat back on my bed, I heard it again, and it sounded like a teenage girl talking to someone. It was hard to hear exactly what she was saying most of the time, but it was almost like I could hear just her part of the conversation with someone else. I was a little freaked out, but mostly confused, so I just tried to ignore it and keep reading, and after a few minutes, it went away. Well, this happened maybe a couple times a month for about 2 years. It was always hard to make out what she was saying, but it was always the same girl's voice and could only be heard from my room. Whoa. I asked my parents once to come in and check with me when I heard it, but when we got back in my room, the sound was gone and they told me I was probably just hearing things.
Oh, you probably just have a brain issue. Maybe you're either insane or something physiologically wrong with you. Don't worry. Bye-bye.
Don't worry. Go to bed. Stay in this room. Bye. I felt silly and never brought it up to them again because I was scared they would think I was actually going crazy.
Oh, no.
Especially when things got crazier.
Uh-oh.
Okay. So, comes the summer when I was 13. I came home from a friend's house one day and found 3 of my stuffed animals on my bed that I had kept in my closet since we moved in. I asked my mom if she moved them. My dad wasn't home, and she said no, she hadn't been in my room at all. I was very confused and put them back in my closet and went to take a shower. When I came back, they were back on my bed, and I freaked out. I went back to my mom and asked if she was in my room, and she just looked confused and annoyed that I was asking her again, and I believed that it wasn't her. I went in my room and even thought about the girl I had been hearing. As a kid, I didn't necessarily believe or not believe in ghosts. I hadn't thought much about it, but I just felt so strongly that the voice I had been hearing had to have something to do with it. I had seen Ouija boards in movies before, and all I knew about them was that they were used to talk to spirits. So I decided to make one out of paper. I didn't know they were dangerous and would absolutely not use one now, LOL. At first, nothing was happening, and I was about to give up. But finally, when I asked if anyone was there, the cup I was using moved to yes. I got so excited. I wasn't really scared anymore, so I kind of combined stuff. Scared.
It's scared.
I got so scared. That should be a word.
That is a word.
Excited but scared.
I'm scared.
I'm scared. I got so excited. I wasn't really scared anymore, so I started asking more questions. The cup didn't move again until I asked, "What is your name?" The cup moved slowly and spelled Cassie. 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 I asked if she was the girl I'd been hearing in my room, and she said yes. I asked if she was friendly. She said yes. I asked if she used to live here, and she said yes. And then that was the last question she answered. I tried for about 30 more minutes, but gave up due to the lack of response. I didn't know what to do with the information, but I didn't want to get in trouble for playing with a Ouija board, so I threw it away and didn't tell my parents.
Perfect.
Yep. I decided that she wasn't going to hurt me and that we could exist peacefully in my room. I'd come home to toys or stuffed animals being in different places than I left them. Sometimes my CD player would be playing when I got home from school. When I turned 16, I got a TV in my room. Hell yeah, dude. And that would sometimes be on or the channel would change while I was watching it.
Holy shit.
Nothing scary or intense ever happened, and I guess I always thought of her as like a friend that lived in my room.
Aww.
I knew it was kind of crazy, and so I never talked to anyone about it at all. Sometimes I would talk to her, but she never responded or anything. It was just a few times a month that stuff would happen, all the way until I moved out for college. So, My first year of college, I went out of state and didn't come home again until winter break. I came home to my room being a total mess. Clothes I left were all over the floor. Stuff was knocked off my dresser. Drawers were open. My parents said they hadn't been in my room at all since I left, and that the mess must have been mine.
I'm sorry.
That feels nuts.
That feels insane. Marilyn Jarrow would never. You don't even go in there to dust. It's been 6 months easily.
I guarantee my mom was just like in there and just being like,
just touching all of your things, missing you. Well, my mom would at least clean the room before I come home.
Honestly, my parents were like, I feel like a weekend, we're like, hey, we're throwing out stuff. What do you want? Like, wait, slow down.
Yeah, I mean, yes, did my mom, when she moved home, burn all my things? Yeah, of course, because I left it there. And she was like, well, you didn't want them. I was like, well, I don't know. She's like,
you didn't want them.
She was like, it was just shit from childhood. Hi, Mom, you're listening.
Thanks for listening.
Thanks for listening, Marilyn. Bye.
That is wild.
Yeah.
To not go in at all. You gotta make sure.
You must have done it.
Open the room.
What if there's rats in there?
Done it. You must have done it. I didn't know what was happening, but I knew it had to be Cassie. So I made another Ouija board. I hadn't done it since the first time and tried to talk to her, but got no response. After that, I didn't hear anything or see anything whenever I would come home from school. I thought maybe she left or was for some reason unhappy that I left. I had no idea, but after a while, I stopped thinking much about it. That was until about a year ago. I was 25 and a friend from high school was having a big 25th birthday party and I came back to town for it. I stayed in Michigan after college and so I came the Friday night before and stayed with my parents. The party was Saturday night and we got hotel rooms in the city and we're going to spend the night bar hopping and just hanging out downtown.
Fun.
Yes!
Fun.
Yes! God, I love it. I want to go bar hopping.
I know. And
stay in a hotel.
I know. Not here. Not here,
not
though.
yet. No.
LA's not the town for that.
No. Okay. That Friday night in my old room while I was laying down for bed, I started to get chills and felt very uneasy. I wasn't sure why, but eventually I fell asleep and in my dreams I saw a teenage girl with blonde hair far away from me shouting to me. I couldn't hear what she was saying, but I could tell she was unhappy. I tried getting to her, but it started storming in my dream, and it seemed like I could never reach her. I woke up with a start and was out of breath like I had been running in real life.
What the fuck?
I didn't know what the dream meant, but I couldn't fall back asleep right away. As I was drifting off, right before I fell asleep again, I just got chills. I heard a girl's voice in my ear say, "Don't go." And I freaked the fuck out. I got chills, dude. I freaked the fuck out. Oh my God, I got chills. I jumped out of bed, looked around. Obviously, no one was there, and I thought back to Cassie and asked if it was her. I didn't get an answer, and nothing happened, and after a while, I was finally able to fall back asleep. I woke up in the morning still freaked out, but everything seemed normal, and I tried to brush it off and just go about my day. In the afternoon, I started packing up my things to go to the hotel, and I got chills again and felt like someone was in the room with me. No one was, but I felt like I heard someone saying, "Don't go," again, and couldn't tell if it was real or if I just thought I was hearing it because of what happened the night before. This is freaking me out.
Yeah.
This is freaking me out. Either way, I was not happy about it and quickly finished packing and left, LOL. Got to the hotel later. Everything was normal. My friends and I went to a couple of bars, but when we got to the third bar, I again felt the chills coming back. We were moving quickly through the line to get in, and right before we got to the bouncer, I felt someone grab my arm and pull me back. I looked, but no one was grabbing me, but I still felt the pressure on my arm like someone was holding it.
Oh my God.
Thinking about the message Cassie, I assumed, was trying to give me at my parents', I got the fuck out of line and my friends followed me asking what was wrong and what I was doing. I told them I didn't feel well and just needed a minute. Again, didn't want to sound crazy. And literally within like 2 minutes, we heard fire alarms and shouting.
Oh my
And the
God.
bar was being evacuated.
Oh my God.
Turns out there was a big fire in the kitchen of the bar, and while only a few people got hurt, just minor injuries, no one died, I can't help but believe Cassie somehow knew that something was going to happen in the bar, and she stopped me from going in. It was fucking wild, and I really didn't know whether I was just crazy or this was a real thing.
That gave me so many chills.
Me too.
Oh my God. Oh,
Wow. What the fuck, man? I also just watched Final Destination 3. Very like that, every opening of Final Destination is just be like, I don't know, we gotta not do whatever it is. Okay. Flash forward to last night. I was on the phone with my best friend Julie from high school, who was also at the party the night of the bar fire. We were talking about how crazy things in the world are right now with the virus and all, and then she brought up how it was so lucky that I wasn't feeling well and stopped us from going in. Now, like I said, I had never told a single person about the stuff that was happening to me all throughout high school or that night, but for some reason, maybe the boredom and craze going on in the world right now, LOL, I decided to tell my friend about what really happened. At first, I just told her that I felt someone grab my arm and got the feeling someone didn't want me in there, and she believed me right away. Apparently, she has always believed in the paranormal. We just had never really talked about it.
guys, this is the takeaway: is everyone's not telling these stories because they don't want to sound crazy, but maybe every single person in the world has this story.
Everybody's got one.
It's like the stories where people are like accidentally took too much of an edible. Everyone has this story.
Everybody has the story of getting too stoned, too drunk.
Everyone's got that story.
Everybody's got it.
Sorry.
And so, oh no, don't worry about it. That's what this is all about, Marcy.
Yeah, interrupting other people's stories.
That's what this is all about. And so I decided to tell her about the girl that I thought lived in my room in high school. As I started telling her, she cut me off and said, "Wait, did you ever get her name?" And I said, "Yeah, I used a Ouija board I made," and she said her name was, and she cut me off again and said, "Cassie." What the fuck? I was like, holy shit. What? How did you know that? And she said that once while she was sleeping over at my house in like junior year of high school, I was asleep and she woke up in the middle of the night to use the bathroom. When she came back in the room, she heard a girl talking, but it wasn't me. She thought it might have been a ghost because she had her own other experiences with ghosts before and tried talking to her. She said she didn't get a lot out of her and she doesn't remember most of what she tried asking, but she said, I'm covered in.
Me too.
But she said her name was Cassie and that she was my friend. Julie didn't tell me about it because she didn't want to scare me or make me uncomfortable, and she assumed I didn't know about Cassie because I hadn't said anything about it before.
Oh my God.
Guys, this is so crazy to me. I can't believe after all this time, someone else has heard Cassie, and she is real, and she saved us from being in that bar, and this all literally just happened last night, and I had to share it with you because I still feel like I'm dreaming, and this is all crazy, LOL. Sorry again that this was such a long story.
No,
but this has been a huge secret part of my life for so long, and I can't even describe the relief I feel that I have confirmation of this, and I hope you guys enjoy it. Again, love you guys so much. Keep up the great work.
Whoa.
Holy shit, dude.
Whoa.
Holy shit.
I mean, that gave me so many chills. So many chills.
Same.
Also, have you ever seen the movie Ghost Story with Casey Affleck?
I never did.
It's just sad. It's about like, someone like being stuck in, their home and like they died tragically, then they're stuck there. And it's just sad because he just keeps seeing people come and go, and it's very lonely. And then over time things change, and like it's just, so it made me think that like Cassie was just so lonely without her friend.
And then friend goes to college and she's like, what the fuck?
It's like we're like Toy Story.
Oh my God, it is like Toy Story, but without toys. It was a ghost.
Cassie.
Wow. Do you think her parents or their parents have no clue?
I don't know.
Or do you think it's the same thing of like, hey man,
you just haven't spoken about it, maybe?
we haven't spoken. Yeah, like we didn't want to say anything to you because we didn't want to freak you out.
Especially because people think they're going to sound crazy.
Yes. And we talk about this a lot with parents being like, do you tell your kid or do you not? And maybe there was just something where it's like, I can't tell my kid this.
I mean, you can't tell like a 5-year-old or an 8-year-old, but like you could tell a teen. Tell a teen.
Right, but I could see why they don't want to.
Yes.
I think that's what I was like.
And sometimes you don't want to believe yourself. Like,
right.
Right.
Right, exactly. I'm like, I think I just heard somebody say my name is Cassie, but no, I didn't.
No,
I didn't.
But on second thought, no.
I didn't. I'm not going in my kid's room ever again.
Not gonna do that. Nope. Nope.
No way, no how.
Wow, that's great. That was a really great story,
dude.
Maybe
that fucked
gave
me
chills, and then made me sad.
Cassie. Well, I hope Cassie's, I don't know, doing good, doing fine.
Yeah. Hope Cassie stayed at that bar with a
hell yeah,
with a
and
fake,
is having a blast.
Yeah, fake ghost ID.
Oh yes, dude.
Hell yeah.
You have to be 2,100 years old to get in.
Also, I had this feeling that maybe Cassie wasn't even dead, that it was just like a part of her there.
Wait, what?
Like that maybe Cassie wasn't like a ghost, but just sort of like, I don't know, like maybe it's like out of body, or even just that Cassie had grown up, but there was still a teenage version of her somewhere.
Whoa.
Especially since time's relative.
Right.
I don't know.
Whoa, Marcy.
Who knows, though? Who knows anything? Not me.
I don't. I don't know a damn thing.
I just talk a lot.
Yeah. That's good.
Yeah, that's all.
That's good. That's all.
That got me. All right, I'm gonna play another listener story.
Yeah.
Hey, Marcy and Betsy. I have a few stories to share from Christmas that I heard from my grandmothers. So it is my dad's mom and then my step grandmother, who I grew up with my whole life. So she's just like my regular grandmother. But we were all in a room together over Christmas. And my step grandmother asked me if I have heard anything in my really old house or seen anything. And I haven't, but that got us started on the topic of ghosts. So my grandmother by blood shared that she saw a shadow figure in her old house before she moved. So the house is probably from, I want to say like the 1800s. It's in rural Pennsylvania, Lancaster County. And I don't know who lived there before or anything. I don't know if she does either. But she said when she first moved into that house, she would be cooking in the kitchen and she would see a shadow figure, like leaning up against the refrigerator. And she was so nonchalant about it. She didn't seem scared at all when she was telling the story. She just kind of accepted like that was there, whatever. And then after a few times of this happening, she said she was cooking something on the stove and just said to it, I'm okay, you can go now. And she said after that, she never saw it again. Which I feel like I would have had a heart attack if I had seen that. But she was just so calm about it and matter of fact. I was like, okay, you go, Grandma. And then my step grandma also lives in an old house. I want to say hers is probably like early 1900s is when it was built. I'm not positive. But she was also pretty calm when she told these stories, and I feel like I would have been shitting my pants. But she said one time she was in the bathroom, and the door was closed. She was, I don't know, doing whatever. And she knew she was home alone. And she heard 3 knocks, like spaced out, like knock, knock, knock. And she knew she was home alone. And she said she just went out and checked and no one was there. Which that would have freaked me out so much. And then she said another time, my grandpa was downstairs and she was upstairs, and he called up to her and said, hey, like, did you say something to me? And she was like, no, I think you might have heard God. And he said, well, I don't think God would call me honey. So she said their joke is that there's a ghost in the house that's a woman, because it was a woman's voice that he heard that is sweet on him, which is pretty funny. And then another time she said she was in the basement of the house, which is where their laundry is, and she was, by the washer, and she knew she was home alone, and she heard footsteps and doors upstairs above her. And sometimes my grandpa would come home at lunchtime, she said, and just get lunch and then be on his way again to work. So she called up to him and, whatever, and then went up to look, and no one was there. So anyway, I just thought it was fun that I could share these stories with you after hearing them from my grandmas. They were both so calm, though. Like, I don't understand why. I would have been freaking out, but kind of hope they have more stories next time I see them. Anyway, thanks for doing this podcast. I really love it, and I hope you both have a great day.
Wow. That's... Grandparents are or just old people... drop the biggest bombs so calmly. I'm just like, oh yeah, I was doing this.
It's because
wait, what?
They've been through so much life. They've seen way crazier stuff than a ghost leaning on a refrigerator.
Yes, yeah, totally. Wow, horny ghost, horny for grandpa ghost,
horny for grandpa. Grandpa was a looker, apparently.
Okay.
I also think that there's probably something to the older you get, maybe being like, oh, there's got to be something after this. So being more open to it.
Right. Have you been watching and just like, yes, you have.
Of course.
Just like that?
Have I been watching? I'm going to rewatch it. It's so good.
Is so nuts. But
it's so perfect. Nothing about it is wrong.
Man, Carrie's having that in this last episode of Carrie Charlotte being like, wait, you believe in an afterlife? Or what? Miranda was freaking out.
It's so funny though. Yeah. That all of a sudden this idea of a ghost comes up and they're like, well, yeah, duh. Oh, yeah. And Carrie specifically was like, well, I didn't, but then my husband died, so now I do.
Yeah, it's straight up of just being like, and then my husband died, so now I'm kind of like, yeah, why not?
Yes, spoiler.
Which I do think that happens a lot, where it's like, yeah, why not? That is easier to settle. I hope that lamp is crazy haunted. I know they said it was a faulty. Oh, but it communicated.
Hey, look, I hope there's a season 2 and that it just becomes a ghost show.
I do too.
It's perfect.
Anyways, with what you're saying, yeah, maybe there is something to kind of the older you get, the more being like, yeah, something's happening.
Something's happening.
You know, you loosen up and are just
Yeah.
kind of like, yeah, all right.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Let's see.
Absolutely.
Let me read.
And once again, just being like, yeah, ask family if spooky stuff has happened.
Yeah, because they know stories. Here's the thing.
Stories.
They know some stories, and we all know that they know the stories.
We all know that they know that we know that they know. Some stories.
All right, let me read one. Okay.
Yeah.
So, this one is an update. Update Pensacola bungalow ghost. You recall? Yes? No? Remember the Pensacola bungalow?
It's ringing a bell.
Let's see. So I'll just read it. Thanks for listening to my story on the podcast 3 Little Doors episode. That's how we know. Whatever. I vaguely recall it too. So, okay. There have been a couple of more spooky events at my parents' house in Florida, so I thought I would update my story.
Yes.
The last time I went to visit, my brother had moved in with my parents while he was going through a recent breakup. Not only did he move in, but his 2 pit bulls moved in as well.
Cute.
They are the sweetest, goofiest dogs and are like my nephews. I love pit bulls. I happened to be at the house for a while, just me and the dogs, while everyone was at work or running errands. I was in the living room, just scrolling through my phone, watching TikToks and whatnot. The dogs lying at my feet, snoring the day away. All of a sudden, I heard a sound growing above my head in the attic. The attic turned loft that sounded, heard a noise growing above my head in the attic turned loft that sounded like something being rolled or wheeled across the floor.
Oh.
It was pretty loud, as if whatever it was, heavy like furniture. The dogs jumped up, alert and barking. I said aloud, "Aw, hell no." Grabbed the dogs and sat out in my car until someone arrived home.
Yes, smart.
Oh, hell no.
Hell no.
I told my dad about it, and then he said that my 4-year-old niece was recently at the house playing in her room and talking to herself. He walked in and said, "Who are you talking to in here?" And she points to the corner of the room and says, "That man over there."
No.
Of course, there was no one there. So I'm definitely convinced that my parents' house is officially haunted now. If there was any doubt before, though, no more bottles of hooch have gone flying in my mom's craft room. Oh my God.
Okay.
I have more stories that I may send in for the future, dreams about my grandfather after his passing, potential hereditary sleep paralysis in my family, and my dad claiming he was possessed by a demon in his 20s.
Hey.
Something to look forward to. Anyway, love you humans and enjoy your day, Mallory. Whoa.
Wow. It's absolutely haunted.
Yes.
There's a lot
Mallory.
of shit going on.
Oh my gosh. The 4-year-old being like, "That man over there." No.
I feel I would ask some more questions. I feel I'd be like, I would go, "Would you say, you little idiot?" No.
You'd interrogate the child.
Yeah. But I would be like, okay, what does this man look like?
Yeah. Maybe.
Right?
You might not want to know.
Oh my God.
Oh my God.
Oh my God. I might not want to know.
Man. Ew.
Oh, man.
That man over there.
That's gross. That's so gross. I'm so glad so far my nieces haven't said anything like that to me.
Maybe they're just scared too.
Oh, but I want them to be able to talk to me.
Well, you gotta casually say, "Hey, look, if you ever want to talk about anything at all, maybe it's kids at school pressuring you to drink or do drugs
They're in
or
elementary school.
or whatever. You never know. Or ghosts or demons or sex,
Ghosts or
whatever.
Whatever. I'm
Bullying,
here for
drugs,
you.
whatever.
Yeah. Are kids making you drink and do drugs?
At the age of 6, is that happening?
Yeah. I think 6, 8, and about to be 10. Or 6, 9, and 10 or something. I should know.
Well, they keep changing every year. The ages.
Yeah, they keep changing. It's hard to keep track.
My nieces and nephews are confusing me.
They're so confusing.
They keep getting taller.
Yeah, they're bigger and have a more vocabulary. More vocabulary. Uh-oh.
They're taking
no more words.
They're taking yours.
Yeah. Oh, that was the deal my sisters made with the devil. Yeah, we'll have our nieces take Betsy's vocabulary. Are you sure? They say the F word a lot.
Well, we're getting older. They're 10 or 12 or 13.
My one niece said it a bunch as a little kid.
In a cute way?
In a very funny, cute way. Like one time she just we were in Arizona visiting a bunch of the family was in Arizona because my parents are there, and it was hot, and she was walking on the sidewalk, and she was teeny tiny, holding hands, and was just it's fucking hot. I was and trying to be don't say that, but then that's funny though.
It's really, when they use it properly too, it's very funny.
It's so fun. And I feel I've told this on this podcast, maybe not, I don't know. But one time I was getting ready to fly back to LA, and I was packing up. I had stayed in the basement on an air mattress, and so I was packing up all my stuff, and this niece came down and just plopped on the air mattress and just went, fuck. And it made me, I was just don't say that, but also that was really funny. And I guess if you have to say it in front of somebody like me.
Look, if you're gonna say it in front of your dear old Aunt Betsy.
Yeah. But, what were we talking about?
Ghost stories.
Ghost stories. What is this thing we're doing? Why am I talking into a microphone right now? What's happening? Where are you? What is this?
All right, let's do one little. I think I sent you a shorter one.
I got one. Yeah,
okay.
I got a nice short one. Okay. And I read it? And I read it into the microphone? Okay.
Yes, Betsy. Please.
Okay. Ow. You're pulling my arm through the Zoom.
Pinching you.
Ouch. Okay, I will. Okay. This is entitled Haunted Hotel.
Yes.
Classic.
Yes.
Classic. Hi, Marcy and Betsy. Absolutely love your podcast. I've been listening weekly since day one.
Holy shit.
Thank you. That's so nice.
Thank you.
Oh my God. Okay. This story is from 2014. It's not the spookiest, but creepy indeed. My ex and I are from the same hometown, but met in another city. Whoa, isn't that weird?
That's fun.
That is fun. That's just wait, what? Okay. And that's it. Isn't that spooky?
Ooh.
Halfway through our relationship, she moved back to our hometown for work, and we started doing long distance. When I would come visit, we would get hotel rooms so we had some privacy, as she was temporarily staying at her parents' house. One night, I booked a room at a historic hotel, the Hotel Fort Garry. There's a link to it. That had a reputation for being haunted. I knew about the reputation, but she did not. At the time, she worked a shift starting at 3 a.m., so would go to bed around 7 p.m., and I would go out for the evening to visit friends. The next day, when she got back to the hotel after her shift, she asked me what time I had come back to the hotel the night before, to which I replied around 11:30. She said, "Oh, that's weird, because around 9 p.m., I could swear you were standing on the edge of the bed.
Why?
Staring at me."
Why?
Oh, my foot. I got so many chills. In keeping with our people's reports of experiencing ghosts, someone standing on the edge of the bed. I was, in fact, not standing. I don't know. I'm sorry. I tried to figure out what that. Oh, okay. Sorry, I broke it up. So it's like, she said, "Oh, that's weird because around 9 p.m., I could swear you were standing on the edge of the bed staring at me. In keeping with other people's reports of experiencing ghosts, someone standing on the edge of the bed. I was, in fact, not standing at the edge of the bed staring at her. I then let her know about the hauntedness of the hotel, and she demanded we check out immediately." Ha ha ha.
Is that it?
That's it.
Okay.
That's it.
Oh
Man.
my God.
Manitoba.
Manitoba.
The hotel's in Manitoba.
Canada's heartbeat. Manitoba.
Canada's heartbeat.
Wow. It looks spooky.
Whoa. It looks spooky as shit, man.
Why would a ghost stand on... Why would anyone? Why would you think, oh, my partner's standing on the edge of my bed?
That would be that's so freaky to think about.
And not like sit up and demand answers.
Right? I mean, why the fuck are you standing on the bed, man?
No, don't stare at me.
Wow.
No,
don't do it.
Oh boy, this is.
Don't you dare do it. I'm
I
trying to look at is that it? Oh my.
Yes, that's the spooky.
Ooh, so spooky.
I love it.
It's beautiful and terrifying.
Yes.
I want to go there.
That's how I feel about all scary things.
Beautiful and terrifying. Yeah, right?
Yeah.
Right.
Right. These were great.
Wow.
I just want to put the word out there, guys, that if you are brave enough to make a voice memo, we're other than some very, very, very long ones that we'll have to figure out what to do with them. We're running low on some voice memos. So if you can keep them around 5 minutes or less, not at 100% strict, but like we're not playing long ones. As you notice. So you have a voice memo, send it in to us. Tell us your story.
Please. We want to hear them.
Yeah. And keep sending your emails in too. Thank you guys.
They're so great.
Awesome.
Holy shit.
It's awesome.
I got so scared. I
know. Well, thank you guys.
Yeah, thank you so much.
Goodbye.
Keep it up. Keep getting scared.
Keep getting scared, everybody.
Keep getting haunted, everyone.
Please.
Come on.
Bye.
Oh, yeah. Thank you so much for listening to A Funny Feeling.
If you have a paranormal experience that you would like to share, please send us a voice memo, or you can email us just a letter at funnyfeelingpod@gmail.com. I'm Marcy.
I'm Betsy. And don't shit your pants.
That was a HeadGum podcast.